Welcome to another episode of Two Beers, One Movie. We're discussing the fantastic, the wonderful, the powerful Christopher Nolan's Oppenheimer. So, Oppenheimer was finally released in a weekend that has really smashed the box office. After months of flops and failures, strikes from the actors, strikes from the writers. Hollywood was seeing an absolute kind of downpour of negativity. Barbieheimer weekend hit us. Now, this is not a review of Barbie, but it was a absolutely like bombastic is a word that I've been heard going around of a weekend for the box office, for cinema lovers, cinema goers, and Oppenheimer was at the forefront of this. Directed by the wonderful Christopher Nolan, it follows Oppenheimer, who is the master, the creator of the atomic bomb, who was included or head of the Manhattan Project back in the 1940s. The movie itself is 3 hours long, but I can honestly say it does not feel like 3 hours long. It absolutely whizzes by. For me, this feels like Christopher Nolan's JFK meets The Social Network. And that's very, very telling in terms of he's the master of indie slash blockbuster. He can blend the two so well. And this at times feels like one of these political indie films, and then like also has that kind of gravitas of an epic blockbuster in it at times as well. The lots of words have been going around, such as masterpiece, one of his best films of all time, the best film of the 21st century. So if you break down what is a masterpiece, for me, there's a masterpiece kind of it really kind of boils into a couple of different points rather than just one. Is the movie flawless? Some masterpieces are some of the greatest movies of all time. I don't think I would say they are flawless. Some of them might have plot holes or little things that you can maybe nitpick in. But that's not just one of the things that makes a masterpiece, in my opinion. How does it stand the test of time? Rewatchability. If you can, if people, not just me, are watching it so many times because it just stands the test of time, no matter how long it is. The likes of The Godfather, Goodfellas, 12 Angry Men, these type of films that no matter what decade or era or type of genre, that they just stand the test of time no matter what. Um, and that really has a huge influence on my view of what a masterpiece is. Maybe other film critics, film lovers, cinephiles, maybe they have different kind of aspects of what they feel a masterpiece may be, how it makes them feel personally, emotionally, mentally. I think cinema is about touching an individual in that moment, and I think Oppenheimer really gravitates towards it. Um, it's absolutely spectacular. The editing is amazing. Killian Murphy he's definitely going to get nominated for an Oscar. He stands out here. He's in almost every shot of this movie. He just he looks so gaunt and depressed and yet so determined, and it's such a masterful performance. Robert Downey Jr. is probably the best I've ever seen him in anything. Definitely will also get nominated, in my opinion. Lots of other great performances, the likes of Matt Damon, Josh Hartnett, um, really Emily Blunt, who's also quite amazing in this movie. Florence Pugh as well. Everything she's in, is she just kind of steals the scenes as well when she's such a great presence. And I heard people think this is the most Nolan type film ever. Mm, I still, if we had to kind of like Nolan type films ever. I'd say probably Memento and Prestige probably bend in at the two most Nolan type films I've ever seen. But this is so good. The writing, the cinematography, the score from Ludwig Göransson is absolutely just, it makes the hairs stand up on the back of your neck. It's it's almost shimmering around Hans Zimmer, if but it's different. It has a different kind of gravitas towards it, and it really is absolutely epic. And I do feel it will also be nominated in the Oscars. The ending is absolutely superb. I don't want to give any spoilers away. The ending is just kind of like, it's real. It's almost dystopian, like the ending. I know that probably doesn't make sense, but that's, yeah, it kind of lingers in and intertwines with the "I am the destroyer of worlds" and the famous quote that Oppenheimer said all those years ago, which does play some significance, obviously, within the film itself. It's a lot of talking, but the pacing, the editing, it really makes that, and the acting, those talking scenes really are ramped up with intensity. And it's not once you'll feel bored. Absolutely phenomenal piece of cinema. Definitely one of the films of the year, if not the film of the year. One of the best films of the 21st century, in my humble opinion. Tell me what you think. Did you find it to be as powerful, and is it a masterpiece? Or were you disappointed? Did you see Barbie on the same weekend and rather that? Please comment below, like, subscribe. Tell me what you think about the wonderful, powerful, epic Oppenheimer. I'll be doing my best of Nolan ranking lists on the channel soon, as well as our TikTok. And I'll catch you on another episode of Two Beers, One Movie in association with Top Floor Films.